Wow, this is a big deal. I was able to increase my watch time by 40% to one of my videos by clicking a few buttons in YouTube Studio. And I'd also like to shed some light on the YouTube algorithm and specifically this. And this right here, as well as this. You see, this happens across YouTube. It happens to how-to channels, cooking channels, business channels, and more. In fact, it happens to every channel on YouTube, and it's happening to yours right now. And if you're an over 40 YouTuber, I really designed this video for you to break it down and simplify things. But here's what's so strange. Two videos with the same video title, very similar thumbnails, get extremely different view counts. Again, why? What's happening? You see, the fact of the matter is the truth's out there, but it's hard to decipher. It's hard to understand. Now, YouTube says this about the YouTube algorithm and getting more views. Instead of worrying what the algorithm likes, it's better to focus on what your audience likes instead. If you do that and people watch, well, the algorithm will follow. And that makes me think, okay, well, should we forget the algorithm entirely? Absolutely not. Because when you want to grow, understand there's your channel, there's the audience you want to get to, and in the middle is the algorithm. And there's a lot of great videos on YouTube, and I don't think people try to eliminate the right information, but sadly, you're not getting all the information needed. You see, there are so many gurus, so many videos talking about how the algorithm works. They're not wrong, but if they only share part of the recipe, if they don't cover what's actually most important, you can't succeed. I've heard so often, if they don't click, they don't watch. Information about titles, topics, and thumbnails. The fact of the matter is, they're not the most important thing. True, absolutely, yes, they can really help you to get more views, as long as you do this one thing really well that the algorithm rewards. Check this out. Average title, poor thumbnail, 1.8 million views in 4 months. Poor title, poor thumbnail, 2.4 million views in 8 months. This is a YouTuber just getting started. No thumbnail, average title, they drove 12,000 views in 23 hours. And sure, titles and thumbnails are important, but have you ever subscribed to a channel because of a great thumbnail or title? I don't know about you, but for me, I really only subscribe to a channel when I value the content and/or the person sharing the information or entertaining me in the video itself. So let's dive into YouTube Studio and let me clarify what the algorithm does reward. But more important, this is a new feature that will also help you improve this one metric that is critical for success. Step number 1, access YouTube Studio on a desktop. 2, click on the content and select the video you want to boost. 3, on the video details page, scroll down and click on the thumbnail. Now, when you do that, step 4, notice these 3 dots. Click those 3 dots, and then 5, you're going to leverage the new test and compare feature. And it's easy. You simply upload 3 thumbnails, and then one of those thumbnails can and often will be the winner, and wait till you see my results. Again, staggering. And from here, you simply upload 3 images to learn which one viewers prefer. Run this test, and 3 things will happen. 1, you'll get inconclusive results. And notice this right here. Hover your mouse over this question mark and you'll get this, watch time share. And that's the thing you hear about again and again and again, watch time. When this feature came out, I think a lot of people thought it would measure CTR, which is how often viewers click on your video, which is a really powerful way to boost your video and get more views. But if it doesn't have enough watch time, which is measured with what's called average view duration, the video will struggle. The good news is this feature, when you turn it on and implement it correctly, can really help to boost the watch time and get you more views. The winning thumbnail generated the highest share of a video's watch time. And then it mentions this. Why is watch time share used? Great thumbnails don't just get viewers to click, they also help viewers understand what the video is about so they can make an informed decision of what to watch. By selecting based on watch time share, the winning thumbnail is the one that gets viewers to both click and watch. and then this. Additionally, YouTube's search and discovery system, the algorithm, considers both when ranking videos. Both. The watching part is really the hurdle that many YouTubers struggle with. The good news is I've got a lot of tips coming up that'll help you to do just that. Now, this is Rachel Smets, and she's been a client of mine for some time. Several days ago, about a week ago, again, she published this video. Remember this video with 100,000 views? Well, this was the analytical data in the first 3 days of the video's release. Notice all green check marks. This is really what we want to achieve in order to succeed on YouTube. On the other hand, this video that she published about a week earlier struggled to break just over 1,000 YouTube views. What's really interesting is if we compare both of these videos, we'll start to see some very simple things that we can do that'll make it far more likely we get enough watch time to trigger the algorithm and increase our views. Number one, it's a lot harder to get the needed watch time metrics with shorter videos. Notice this video isn't even 4 minutes long. Number two, now the video with over 100,000 views is longer, a lot longer. It's over 8 minutes. And number three is that CTR is very powerful. And this particular video had a very compelling thumbnail and title, and it really triggered the audience and they clicked like mad. If you'd like me to make a video really diving into titles and topics and how to increase your CTR, let me know, leave a comment below. Lastly, there's one other watch time metric. It's interesting. There's so many metrics focused around watch time because it's most important. We've got average view duration, which I mentioned, but there's also audience retention. And again, that's number 4. And that's the percentage of viewers and how long they watch. And the only thing I'd really recommend you do is try to keep viewers really watching as long as possible in the first 30 seconds to a minute. And if you notice, her video that really broke out had really good audience retention of over 77%. So let's jump back to the test and compare feature because it truly is one of the easiest way to boost your video's watch time. Now, one of the things to consider is to really use very different thumbnails when you test with this tool. I see a lot of people using the same exact photo or image and just changing the words, and you're far less likely to get a big difference in the watch time metrics, the watch time share. What's the point? It takes a bit longer. I've actually developed a pretty powerful system that allows me to move very fast. It takes me maybe like 2 minutes or so to create a test and move forward. And with that, notice the difference in watch time share and notice the winner. The worst performing thumbnail had 28% watch time versus 39.4. That is substantial. Okay, after that, we need to talk about average view duration. This is prominent. In fact, if you look at YouTube Studio on your phone or on your desktop, you're gonna notice the latest published content. And when you check that out, you're gonna see just 3 metrics: views, impression click-through rate or CTR, and then average view duration. So one of the things that makes it a lot easier to keep viewers watching is really to get specific with your targeting. I'm really heading into YouTubers who are over 40, and I'm really thinking about how to communicate and share and create videos for that audience. In fact, in this video, I excluded women to really target and talk to the audience that was most likely to subscribe and really follow my channel. And the fact of the matter is, I know this is the case. Most of my viewers are men. I know that because of my YouTube analytics and the demographics associated with my channel. Within 5 seconds in the video, I mentioned YouTube needs men, really calling out to my core audience. The more people resonate with your content, the more they can relate, the better. So do this. Think about how you can make a conscious connection with the audience that you want to connect with. And to resonate is really about evoking emotion with your viewers. And it's so much easier to create that connection with viewers, which then goes on to trigger the emotion, and that's what keeps people watching. Now, to be fair, I need to clarify one thing, and that is when I talk about publishing longer videos, I think it makes a lot of sense to have bullet points and to know you're continuing to talk about different things as you move forward. It'll keep you on track. It'll give you a point of reference as you're filming. And I gotta tell you, man, what is it about the camera? You press record and all the thoughts go out the window. But having the bullet points makes it so much easier. Now, there's one other thing that can really help you to move forward, and that's understanding why the algorithm may be holding your channel back. Click on that video and I'll see you there. You dig?